Hello and thanks for watching this Z-Flash tutorial. One of the greatest things of the latest Z-Flash update is the ability to edit patterns. You can do so by plugging in your Z-Flash with the provided USB cable, opening up the Z-Flash software that should be installed on your computer. You just want to make sure you have 2.0 or later, and you can verify by clicking the question mark, making sure you have version 2.0 or later. Go ahead and click Configure Device. This will open up the Z-Flash programming utility. To change between pattern numbers, you just click this button up here, and clicking it every time will change to the next pattern. Again, there are 6 default flash patterns. I can change the name here by simply typing in the box, and this is where the patterns that come preloaded with the module will display. So if you want to go ahead and edit one, you can do so by clicking Delete a Step. This will remove some of the bottom steps. Now I may want to add my left rear brake light, turn that on. Now it's important to know every time you add a light, you also have to turn the light off. It's best to turn a couple of lights on and then a couple of lights off, just like you see here in the pre-built pattern. Also, between every 6 and 12 steps you'll need to add a delay. This gives the firmware a minute to reload and will prevent the pattern from getting out of whack. Also, when you add a delay, it always has to be set to off. You do not want a delay on. It's significantly easier to edit an existing pattern rather than building a new one. But if you want to go ahead and take on that challenge, just click the clear button, and this will give you a brand new slate to work with. It's also important to know that some of these lights may not work on your vehicle. These are the lights that come on all of the vehicles that we support, so not every single light will work with your vehicle. If you want to do an experiment, I recommend using a pattern that you're not going to be using, such as maybe 2. Clearing it like we just did, and seeing which of these lights turn on and just how they look. This will let you test and figure out which lights are on your vehicle and which are not. Over here you can disable or enable different lights on your vehicle. You don't want the license plate lights to flash, or the center mount high stop light, which again will only be on select vehicles. You can go ahead and disable them by unchecking the box. If you don't want all the patterns to be available, maybe you just want the pattern that you like the best, you can uncheck them here. If you're working on the module while it's plugged into your vehicle, you can edit it using a laptop, plug it in with the provided USB cable, and this will allow you to very easily test the light shows. Also, pro tip is plugging the module in and editing it while you're in a garage or somewhere with walls, so you can see how the lights are flashing without having to get out of your vehicle every time. Down here is where you can change the speed. You can do slow, medium, fast, or ludicrous. Fast and ludicrous are going to be best for LED lights. Slow and medium are going to be for halogen lights. That will allow a few seconds for the halogen bulbs to warm up. LEDs will be instant on and instant off, so you can use faster flash patterns. Over here, this is the option if you have the Z-Flash switch module and you're using the hardwire option. There's 3 modes on there, and this is mode 1, 2, and 3. And this is where you can select which pattern activates on each mode. Down here is where you can save your latest settings. It's recommended that you do that often, just like when you're working on an important document. You want to make sure you continue to press save every time you make a major change. That way, in case something goes wrong, your module has been saved. Here's where you can save your file. If you make a really great flash pattern, you can go ahead and click Save File, and this will allow you to share it with other people. And lastly, at any time, if you make a major mistake, you can go ahead and press Reset to Defaults, and this will erase any settings that you made and will reset your device back to the factory settings. Once you've made all the changes you want, go ahead and press Save to Z-Flash, press Exit, and unplug your module from the computer, and it's now ready to use. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out thezflash.com for more great videos.